how do we afford all of our animals? So basically, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that are new, welcome. So today I have Mike here in front of the camera with me and not behind the camera. We are going to be doing a Q&A. There was literally over like 300 questions, so I tried to pick the ones that were most commonly asked or that were kind of similar or lump them together. So I'm gonna do my best. If I don't get to answer them all, I'll try to answer more on my Instagram. Also, that's at steph.morato. But if I don't answer your question, leave the question in the comments down below and I will promise to answer it. I always like to reply back to your comments, so just put the question in the comments down below. All right, so how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna do a small set of personal questions that you guys asked, and then we're gonna go into a little bit more depth questions, and then Mike has a speed round for me. So I'm excited about that. He picked out a couple that I could just answer really quickly without any thought, so I haven't seen those. I've seen all the other questions because I helped pick them, but other than that, we're gonna get right into it. I didn't want this Q&A to be boring, so I have you out here listening to some nature and seeing the horses behind us, so they may come up, they may not. We're gonna go with it. Okay, first question. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have 4 siblings. I am the youngest.
So I have 3 siblings. I have one stepbrother, a stepsister, and a biological brother.
Yes.
All younger than me.
A big question. Is my hair naturally blonde? What is my natural hair color? No, I fooled you all. No, I'm just kidding. My hair is not naturally blonde. It's kind of like an ashy brown, but no, it's not naturally blonde. I dye it. How old am I? This question really cracks me up because some of you guys think like I'm like 16, 17, but in like real life, tons of people think I'm older than my age. So I'm 22. I'll be 23 in 2 months. But in my videos, like when I'm with my animals, like I act like a 5-year-old. So that's probably why you think I'm so young. But my animals really keep me young. So I'm 22.
And I'm 24. I'll be 25 in August.
Next month.
Next month.
Did I go to college? Yes, I went to college. I have a bachelor's degree in biology. So yes, I went to college.
And I did not go to college, just a high school diploma.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun. The big question. Do we plan to have kids?
Yes.
Not right now. Not right now. We have so many kids already. I can't even think about human kids. What state are we from? We are from Florida, born and raised, both of us. So, how did Mike and I meet? We met on Twitter. No, we both don't have Twitters anymore. It's a true story though, we did meet on Twitter. Okay, so big question too, to end this last one of the personal part. What we do for work, how do we afford all of our animals? So basically, we both have full-time jobs. I work in marketing, he works in?
I'm a pool service tech.
Great, so we both work, 8 to 5, 8 to 4 type jobs. Although, I guess you could say, to answer the question, how we afford it, so a lot of things we sacrifice on different levels, maybe of other people our age. So that's how. There's just sacrificing some things for other things, and we choose animals. So that's it. All right, so now that we have those done, those are just kind of like the general ones that you guys asked about me. Now the questions that require a little bit more answering that you guys really wanted to know. So many people have asked me, would I ever consider getting a German Shepherd? Seriously, that was so many times. So what's really funny about that in that particular dog breed is I had German Shepherds growing up my whole entire life. So that's really funny. Like I've never not had any type of dog before I got Daisy. It was always German Shepherds. So my last German Shepherd passed away when he was 14 years old, and that was back in 2014. That's the same year I got Daisy. So yes, I've always owned with my, well, it's like family dogs, German Shepherds. So yeah, that's pretty much that. My sister though actually has a German Shepherd. I'm gonna show you it right here. And I get my fix of her all the time. So right now, no, I probably would not get a German Shepherd. Next question, leading into that. What is my most favorite dog breed? Come on guys, guess that one, please. What would you think it would be?
Definitely a Yorkie.
Yeah, Yorkies. No, guys, I'm just kidding. Overall, my favorite dog breed is a Golden Retriever, but I've actually never met a dog that I didn't like. So,
That's true.
so I like them all, but my top would be Golden Retrievers, but I really, really want a Dalmatian. So maybe that's my next favorite breed. I don't know, but I really want a Dalmatian.
So I think probably Lab would be overall favorite.
Nice. Okay, next question. What made me, or I should say us, want a lot of animals? So growing up, I've always had animals. We always had dogs. I had a couple cats. And we had bunnies. I had a bunny for like the majority of my childhood. Yeah, that bunny lived like till he was like 10. So I've had animals pretty much my whole life. I've always been interested in animals. We actually found when we moved into our house like this tiny little like wish box I had. And in the wish box, like there was nothing written on like any pages except one, and it said, I wish for a horse. So I was really young when I wrote that. But when I really like fell head over heels for animals was when we got Daisy, because that was like my first like my dog. So then I just started to have a lot of compassion because everything that's happened to Daisy and all her medical conditions, it really drew me closer to animals. So that's kind of where that originated.
And I've always grown up with dogs and cats in my parents' household, and I've always just had like a love for animals. I used to always catch lizards when I was young, and I still catch lizards now.
Dude,
actually.
You love lizards.
Yeah. So I've always
Love
just kind of loved
lizards.
animals, and then when we got into riding horses, it just kind of was natural that we should just keep getting more
on
and
getting 'em.
more farm animals.
Next question. How long have you been riding horses for? What made you get into horses? So, as I said, that little wish box, like I've always wanted horses. But when I was like 7 or 8, I used to take English riding lessons with a friend of mine. And that really like developed, you know, how I kind of got into horses. I learned a lot of the basics and things like that. So that's kind of where it started. I guess if we're talking timeline, I didn't get fully back into them again till about 2015. So long story short, if you want a full story on this, because I don't know if this is something that you guys are interested in or not, so I'll let this be at your full disclosure. So after that, I really just, I could no longer go on ATVs because I was super scared of them. I'm still super scared of them. I wanted something else to get into, a hobby, and I do believe horses have a lot of healing, what would you call it?
Properties.
Yeah. Like they just, there's responsibilities and loyalty and just different type of things when it comes to horses, that there's a different bond. So I also just learned through that accident, you know, that any day could be your last day, and I don't want to not take the chances that I've always wanted. Since a little girl, I really wish that I could have a horse. So I was just turning 18, and I was, you know, I had a job. I could pay for the horse myself. So that's what I did after that accident, and I healed, I recovered, and I got into horses, and horses just helped really big with my anxiety. I had a lot of like, let's say PTSD from that accident, so that really helped, being with the horses, having a companion and things like that. Of course, with my dogs, I had them too. Just the horse, there was a different bond that I was able to create. So that's kind of how I got fully back engulfed in horses. And then once I did, I was obviously with Mike. You know, it was something that I loved doing and I was always doing, and it made me feel comfortable, relieving stress and anxiety and helping me heal. So he started to ride too. So that's how we got into horses. Okay, next question. Are you getting more pets, and which pet have you had the longest? Will you ever get a new pet? Would you ever think of getting a goat or sheep? Tons of you asked about new pets, goats, sheeps, tons of stuff like that. So let's answer all of them really quick. Are we getting more pets? Let me ask him, because we all know what I would say. Are we getting new pets?
I would say that we are always forever expanding, and when we get some more land in the future, there will be endless pets.
Endless.
I try to just keep her sane until then with the animals we have,
Yeah.
because we don't have that much room left.
Yeah. I want to add to that too. Like, there's a difference between having a lot of animals and hoarding a lot of animals. I want to keep that really clear, because I don't ever want to be in a hoarding situation. So I don't want to hoard animals. So new pets would have to be definitely no new horses or equine species for like a while, unless something crazy happens. Cows, I would love another cow. Like, I am dying for a Jersey heifer. I'll always be on the search for a bottle baby for that. So that's probably an exception. We do have another pasture that we kind of keep closed off for one day when I want to put all the cows over there. But dogs, I really don't have the room for more dogs. Again, we don't really plan. Like, we're not like let's go get a new dog today. Like,
It's very spur of the moment.
yeah, it has to be like if something's really pulling at my heartstrings. If we can have less dogs, I can foster more so more can find homes. But yeah, we're not really like looking right now. So barn cats, I'd probably get more barn cats. I love barn cats. Would I ever think of getting a goat or sheep? You know, I would love a sheep. I think they're so awesome. Goats though, they're really particular on their like fencing and stuff. They're like little escape artists, little Houdinis. So goats are probably not in like near future at all. We definitely would need different fencing. We have horse fencing and it is not goat fencing. We have babysat goats here before and they literally got out of the horse stalls. We would walk outside and they'd be playing with Trigger. So next question. What horse breed have you always dreamed of wanting? What is your favorite color, coat, and breed of a horse? What's your favorite horse breed? And if you don't have it, do you want to buy it? So those were a lot of questions, so I just plopped them into one. So what is it gonna be? It's a Palomino. So why I say that, or a roan. I really like roans, but I'd probably choose a Palomino over a roan regardless. Doesn't really matter. So I always wanted like a brown chestnut horse, so that was my first horse, Trigger. Louis, we didn't care what color he was. We wanted to save his life, and he was a Morgan, so that didn't matter. And then we wanted more of a sorrel horse. We didn't really also pick it for color, but I thought he was, you know, he was kind of like a looker because he's sorrel. Gotta have a sorrel horse, so we got Blaze. And then I really, really wanted a buckskin. Then a friend of mine was selling a dun, which looks almost just like a buckskin. So pretty much have my buckskin, which is Cash. So basically on my list, I would like a light colored horse. So I would love a Palomino or a roan. But that's kind of would be my next one.
Yeah, and I've always been sort of like a quarter horse type of guy. I can't really think of any other breed that I'd want to own because I just like the quarter horse.
Yeah.
As far as color though, I think I would like a gray at some point.
Oh, a gray.
Yeah,
I did not expect that.
I do like those.
Okay, next question. Is it hard having over 40 pets? Is it easy to balance work and caring for your animals? So I definitely wouldn't say it's like hard, but it's not easy.
It's definitely a commitment, something you have to want and you have to put the time aside to make it happen because if you're not gonna, it's just not gonna work if you don't make it happen.
Right.
So.
And I think you have to be really selfless, especially like since we're in our 20s. Like these are some of the years that you're supposed to, you know, focus on yourself or whatever. But in our situation, you know, we have to compromise a lot, and especially like a young couple in their 20s, there's a lot of things that we have to consider having that many animals, whether it's finances, even just like hanging out with friends. Like we have to accommodate around our schedules, which can be kind of crazy, just because we want to be here in time to like feed animals and make sure that we're paying attention to everybody. Just a good balance of time, because animals aren't just like, oh, feed and leave. You know, we can't just be here just for feeding times. We have to be here to hang out with them, spend time with them. They still need that. So it's not hard. If you're into animals, it's not hard. If somebody like, I would definitely say when we have like someone that takes care of our animals, it's probably hard for them. Once you get into a routine, it's so easy. All right, next question. Do we breed our animals? Are we going to? No, we personally do not breed our animals. I guess the only thing we breed are like chickens, but I've only done that a couple of times, and I keep the chickens. Personally, for us, I want to have enough room to take in animals that don't have homes, rather than create more animals that need homes. That's just my personal preference. You know, that's all. So we don't personally breed them. So the next question. Have you ridden any competitions? Have you ever thought about barrel racing? So no, not seriously. I did compete once in a barrel race, and a friend of mine who actually barrel races, she was on her horse in the alleyway, and when we were going to the second barrel, her horse started the pattern and came out and flew right past us. So it was a fiasco, needless to say. So we technically did not even like complete that pattern correctly because there was an interruption. Anyways, other than that, we do go cow sorting. We actually have like a local event every Friday around us. So technically it is for money. So it's a competition. But we just go to have fun. So I don't technically like compete anything. Someone asked me to like what I plan to do with Cash after we break him. Maybe we'll do some type of competitions. I don't know what that's in store, but we will find out. Okay, we're almost done here. Next question. How did you come up with your animals' names? We kind of just like random, or like whatever they look like or their personalities. That's kind of just what we go off of, or something like the event that we're getting them. Hold on, I forgot about this. But when we name all of our animals, we literally think about all the nicknames that come with it. If we cannot make a nickname out of a name, we don't use the name.
They are rarely ever called by their real name.
Ever. Like Daisy, we call her Linda half the time.
Daisy, Linda.
So like, if the name can't have a nickname, we don't use it. So like Penelope, we call her P, we call her Penelli, we call her Nelly, we call her Pinelli, like, or did I say that one?
Pinelli boy.
Pinelli boy. We just say so many things, so we always have to Triggy. Well, Trigger's Triggy. I even just Blaze will sometimes call him like Blase. Louie, I hardly even call him Louie. It's just Lulu. Louie actually is a really cool story. My grandfather that passed away, we actually named Louie after him. So Moose, we say that moo. So we just thought it was funny, so we just did Moose. Al came with his name. Okay, next question. Are you thinking of making your farm into a rescue place? Eventually. I would love to. That is my dream if I could. So hopefully one day, if that's the plan for my life, I would love it to be. I would open my arms and welcome my heart to everything. Next question, what is your favorite animal? Who is your favorite animal that you own? So in general, I don't really have a favorite animal.
Don't let her fool you.
Okay, wait. No. I will name a couple animals that I have good connections with.
And then I will tell you her favorite.
No, there's no favorites. So we'll start with dogs. So Daisy, like, absolutely picks me. So obviously, like, I would pick her, like, you know, everything that happens with her. Like, when I go out of town, she doesn't really want to eat or anything like that. When I got Daisy, I lived at my mom's house. So, like, Daisy loves my mom. Like, hardcore when my mom's around, I'm nothing to her. But, like, Miley and I, we're tight. Like, Miley's my dog. So, like, I don't know. But when it comes to, like, outside animals, Trigger,
there it
is like my horse. Like, he's my horse. He was my first horse, like, that I've ever owned. So, like, when I tell you there's a bond between a horse, like, that's just, he's my horse. Like, they're all my horses, but, like, he's like my brainchild. I don't know.
He's the golden boy.
He's the I love them all equally. He's just, it's very, very special to me. And then Penelope, I will have to put her in there. Like, I adore her because, like, she also chooses me. Like, she doesn't love everybody, you know, it's just kind of funny. Like, really, she doesn't love that many people. But she really does love me, so, like, she's really cuddly with me, so I do really like her. I think she's really interesting, so she's probably one of my favorites. But I don't have, like, a favorite. Like, I'm not, like, it's everybody. What about you? Let's talk about, you know what? Let's talk about who's your favorite.
Let's just focus real quick on this beautiful animal.
No. Let's really talk about who's the favorite.
Lex and
Lexi.
Blaze are my ride or dies.
Lexi and him are obsessed with each other. Obsessed.
That's my girl. She chose me, and you know it.
Absolutely. This is my boy. Trigger. Triggy. Come to mommy. Come here. Last question of the long questions. Why did I start my YouTube channel? So when we moved here, my family was really interested in knowing what was going on, my extended family, and I would just share it through social media. And then it just got really fun to just do a YouTube, and everyone was encouraging me, do YouTube, do YouTube, do YouTube. So I was like, okay, I'll do YouTube. So that's kind of where it started. And now what really keeps me motivated with YouTube is I really like getting to share my life with you and my love for animals with you and let you guys feel a little bit what it's like to have this many animals. They give me so much happiness, so if I can just help you guys get a little bit of it, that's a big goal of mine. Also, I really love talking to you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm super, super grateful for all the support from all of you. It has been so surreal and so crazy, and everybody keeps commenting like, oh, my channel's going crazy, and it's awesome. So yeah, so I wanted to just, you know, plug that little appreciation in there for you guys. Don't worry, I notice you guys, all of you. I love commenting. Seriously, just comment on my videos because it's so much fun talking to you guys. If I miss your comment, comment again. If you reply back to the comment I say, sometimes I don't see the replies, comment again. Like, I want to talk to you guys. I love giving advice. I love getting advice. You guys are really good about that. I'm cool with it. I love the opinions. You know, it's when it comes to animals, I like talking to like-minded people about them. So let's do it. Kind of what I want to get out of this is just to build a big family of animal lovers and anybody. You know, just enjoy my channel. It makes me happy. Hopefully it makes you happy. Also, speaking of YouTube, this guy right here, he has a YouTube too. I will link his channel in the description. If you want to check him out, that's where he's at. All right, so that's pretty much it for all those questions. Now we're gonna go on to the fast round. I have not seen these questions, so let's see how good I do.
So number 1.
Okay, let's go.
Number 1. What is your least favorite thing about being an adult?
Easy, bills.
Bills.
Bills, for sure. Bills.
Number 2. Do you have any big plans for the future?
Oh yes, tons, including a big giveaway, you guys. That's the future. It could be closer. There's a milestone I want to reach, you guys, and I want to do a huge giveaway for you. So I want to get to that milestone so that I can make it as big as possible. But yes, I have lots of stuff for the future.
Okay, number 3. Did you always see yourself owning a farm?
Absolutely.
What would your dream animal be to own?
A domesticated-ish raccoon. That's it.
Would you ever consider getting a mare?
Heck no. I'm just kidding. But still, no, probably not. I really want Cash's mom. That's probably like the only mare maybe I'd consider, but I am a gelding girl all the way.
Number 6. What time do you usually wake up to feed your animals?
Do I be truthful or should I lie? I'm just kidding. Usually the typical time is 6:30, but Mike usually feeds in the morning, so I still try to get up around 6:30 anyways.
Yes.
And like I'll feed the dogs or whatever, but usually he feeds the outside animals in the morning.
Number 7. Who is your calmest horse?
Calmest, probably Blaze or Cash, for sure. Because we put like people on them. Like if someone wants to ride, it's not Cash, he's not broke, but definitely Blaze.
All right, number 8. Which horse is Mike most connected to?
Blaze, for sure. Like sometimes I think they literally have the same mind. So definitely Blaze.
They're about the same size, Brie.
I didn't say that.
So number 9, who is the best behaved animal?
So I'd probably say Miley,
but what happened yesterday?
You'll see in a video really soon what Miley did, which is why I want to say she's not the most well behaved. So stay tuned for that video because it's really funny. She did something really bad. So probably Daisy would be, I guess, the most well behaved because we can take her. She likes anybody. She likes any dog, anything. She'll do anything.
Yeah.
So probably Daisy.
Number 10. What is your favorite breed of chicken?
Orpingtons. I like the rare Orpingtons.
Okay, and the last question, number 11.
Yes.
How much do you love your subscribers?
Oh, that's a good one. A lot, you guys. I really do. I already plugged my appreciation speech. I really do. I love y'all a lot. It's been awesome getting to know you.
Okay, and number 12. That's the last question.
No. Oh, you're a little trickster. You got me. All right, you guys, so that's the Q&A. Now you know a little bit more of the both of us. You know a little bit more about our future, our farm, things like that. Again, if I didn't get to your question, I apologize. There's so many, and I loved reading them all. I promise you I read every single one. You can ask him. I was reading him every single one. I was like, oh, should we put this one? Does this one make sense? I swear. If I didn't get to it, put it in the comments. I will get to it. I promise. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed learning more about us. We're out in the nature here. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll see you in the next one.